Ryan, just some of your feelings at the minute for us.
Mixed emotions really. Disappointed obviously with the result. Pleased and proud of the boys. They've given everything. They've given everything all season. And if you're looking at it now, we've fell a little bit short. Hasn't been for the lack of trying, or the effort and determination, desire, commitment, everything that I like was definitely there. But it's that final bit, innit? Both boxes and putting the ball in one net and keeping out the other. We didn't quite manage to do that. So mixed emotions really. But you know, as I said, always proud and pleased with the boys because they give us everything.
Did it feel like, as that game went on, it was going to be either a moment of good play or a mistake that just settled it between the two teams?
Yeah, well, I thought we were a better team really, if I'm being honest. Especially first half, we had some good moments. Even second half there, the ball a little bit more, and we were ready to pounce and go. You know, set plays caused them a bit of trouble. We just didn't capitalise on it, and then we tried to get as many attacking players on the pitch as we could. Because listen, even a draw would have been no good, and you want to win and get the 3 points, and that was our aim. But you know, a little bit of a mix-up with the goal. Two players going for one ball, and he's got a little bit of luck, and then as lad comes in on his left foot, I think Fred actually gets a hand to it, and George couldn't sort his feet out to maybe clear it. So yeah, it was a scruffy goal, bad goal to concede on our behalf, but as I've said, the lads have been different class all season, and moments like that sometimes go against you, and that's what's happened today.
It's a big ask now, obviously, with 8 points being the gap, but you've got 12 to play for. You never know, this championship's such an unpredictable league.
Yeah, no, you never know. Listen, it's out of our hands, as it always has been, really. You know, we've given ourselves a fighting chance to creep in there. You know, I'll tell you now, we were expecting maybe 71 points might have got us in, but it's probably going to be more than that anyway now, because as you see, West Brom and Norwich, you know, even Southampton are clawing the points away, and it's going to be tough. 74, 75 would have done it. You know, that's probably out of our reach, the games we've got. But as you say, you never say never. We've got to keep the season alive. We've got to collect as many points as we can. We're on the same points as we finished last season with 4 games to go. And all 4 games are very, very tough. So what we've got to do is you know, recover the lads now, get them in tomorrow, and then we'll put a game plan together for another tough game against Southampton. So there's no time to rest and sulk. Got to pick them up and go again.
And as you said, you've ended up with 4 strikers on the pitch. So you've thrown everything at it, haven't you, really?
Yeah, we did, yeah. We knew we wanted to do that. That was in our thoughts of changing shape a little bit to get them players on the pitch. And if you really needed to go for it, we did. There was a few moments. I think Brownie's shot where the keeper's punched it and he swiveled on it and the kid's cleared off the line. I think that's going in. A few moments, you know, off and puffed a little bit, but you know, the lads were out on the feet there as well. The games that have been coming thick and fast for them, and they've given everything. We've just lacked that little bit of quality in both boxes.
So when you brought Jed on, you know, you had it in your mind that you might have to do that, and because Osmajic ends up playing like right or sort of wing back to start with.
He's definitely wing back.
It looked a bit unbalanced.
Yeah, it always is when you make changes like that to get players on the pitch, and you know, we're on the front foot. And Millie was obviously desperate to do a job coming back, but again, you know, maybe the broken English is he's supposed to be right side of a 3 at the top end of the pitch, and Ched and Keno and Emile down the left. But listen, they're obviously going to track back when needed to. We got some moments down that side a little bit, probably not enough. And yeah, listen, they brought another centre half on, shoulder up, took a striker off, and then you know, they're bringing players like Jonathan Rowan as well, who's a fantastic talent. But we kept them at bay large parts, and you know, yeah, thought we were the better team for large parts of the game. We just couldn't score.
Towards the end, it looked like the lads were running on empty a little bit as well. Is it the injuries just catching up with you just at the wrong time? Yeah,
mate. We don't use excuses though. We don't. Them lads have been fantastic. You know, even you look at like Rob, all the games, Brady, the games he's played over the past month or so. I don't really know how many games are in there, but he played 2 away at Ireland, and he hasn't missed a game a minute for us. You know, and then you know, the lads who've been playing like Emile today was always going to have a rest. He looked shattered. You know, Millie obviously scored on Tuesday and and was coming in, and yeah, I thought Brownie's hardly trained. You know, the lads give it everything. Jack Watmore thought was fantastic in that middle of the park. Dwayne, obviously the games he hasn't played as much, and then you know 70, 75 minutes you see them tired, and on the iPad, you can see them dipping and then the fatigue and yeah, but listen, they give it everything, didn't they? And that's what I want from my players, and that's what they've been giving us.
Just that little bit of quality missing, as you said, at the top end of the pitch.
Yeah,
or maybe from one of those set plays that's gone in under the bar, you get a break.
Yeah, we've said that numerous times, haven't we? We are light a little bit in terms of the squad and the depth of it because of the injuries. You've got to leave Miller on there who comes on and gives you 10-15 minutes and could put one in the top bin, maybe. Potty flying down the right hand side, Whitey striking from the edge of the box. Whatever it looks like. These type of players have been big for us, but we never moan about it. We just get on with it. And yeah, they have been missed, and it has took its toll. But as I've said, mate, I'm super proud of the boys because they've given us everything. We just fell a little bit short.
How much confidence, Ryan, can you take from getting to this point with the recent injuries? 42 games.
Yeah. Well, with confidence is low, George. That's what I said to you with the players. You have some bumps in the road, and where you want to get to. But I've always had belief in the group of players. They're a fantastic group, and they're in there. We'll debrief it tomorrow. We'll go through it tomorrow. But I don't want no one moaning or sulking. There's still points to play for, and we want to try and get as many points as we can. And the progress is there, and we can take big confidence from it. But it's all right taking it now, and towards the end of the season we've got to regroup again, finish the next 4 games, and then we'll have a look at what we need. That might be able to help us a little bit for the following season, and keep climbing and keep trying to get where we want to get to. Listen, we know it's a tough league to be competing with them type of teams in and around the mix is pleasing. We've just fell a little bit short.
Were they a really difficult opponent because they've got experience, quality?
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they're a good team, but the game plan I thought worked to a treat. We changed 1 or 2 things at half time to stop them playing through. Sargent was dropping into pockets when he were playing out, and he were getting on the half term. McLean was spinning balls around the side. That stopped. We knew they'd have a little bit more possession in us around the back. We wanted them to force mistakes, which they did a little bit. But he didn't really open us up as such and clean through. I think Fred made a couple of decent enough saves, but the goal is a mistake, isn't it? 2 players going for 1 ball, and then we dived in the other end, and I don't like them type of goals because I'd rather be bit dumping and passages of play and put one in the top bin, and that hasn't been the case. So yeah, disappointed with the goal, but they've always learned, they've always bounced back from it, and we have to take it and learn from it.
How bad's the McCann injury?
Yeah, disappointed for Ali as well. I said someone was looking down on us to help us, not hinder us.
New star man recently.
He has, mate. Yeah, he has. But I thought Jack was fantastic. He's got a thigh strain, which could be 2, 3, 4 weeks, depending. Not too sure how he's going to cope for the next few games. I wouldn't say he'd be available for Southampton and QPR, Leicester. I don't know, that's 10 days from then on, so I'm not sure Leicester or West Brom, but again, we'll just monitor and see how he is.
Was that in the game against the last game?
He felt something in the last game, yeah, and then obviously we had him scanned because we were cautious with him, and he was saying it felt fine, which he said up to now it still feels okay, but sometimes when you scan the players, the results that come probably show loads of different things in his body, and again, for him to play the games he's played away with Northern Ireland and play competitive here in the Championship against good teams and run round the way he does, and is credit to him, but it's obviously cost us a little bit in terms of the injury.
Cheers.
Cheers lads, thank you.
Very much. Cheers.